Now, on to our next speaker. I'm going to read his bio, and then I have a little bit to add. Our next speaker is Omar Ugas. He will be speaking about culture and mental well-being. Omar Ugas is a mental health professional at the Canadian Mental Health Association, the Ottawa Branch, with decades of experience in helping people to help themselves in all walks of life. Previously, Omar Ugas worked as a child protection social worker at Children's Aid Society. He was a youth worker at the Youth Services Bureau, and he was with OCISO and at Pinecrest Community Health Center. Services as a mental health case manager. That's when I met him. Omar Ugas holds Bachelor of Social Work at McGill University, a Master's of Social Work at Carleton University, and 2 certificates of leadership and program evaluation from the University of Ottawa. What I wanted to add about Omar Ugas is in 2006, when I first started working at Pinecrest-Queensway Community Health Center, I saw him at my work. When they say that representation is key, sometimes people just say that. But when you see a man who's well above his 40s at the time, I'm not aging you, because I'm 40 now, 40-something. So when you see a man who could potentially be your uncle, your father, in a role of mental health advocacy, when you come from a community that 20, 30 years ago was unable to utter that we struggle with mental health issues. Now we're doing so well. I will not put my community down. I'm so proud of the work that we've done. Omar Ugas, you have been one of the pillars that has allowed me to look at somebody from my community that this work is not only essential, but it's critical for our foundation and our legacy here in this country. Welcome, and please come to the front. We'd love to hear what you have to say.
Thank you very much. Welcome, dance. That is really a mental health well-being. You know, bringing all the cultures together, that's amazing. Yeah, all Somali culture, everywhere where they play. They play here, they play there. I didn't know that you could have something like that. Why you didn't tell me that? This I wanted to bring more people. I wanted when I saw it. So why don't you bring your family even? I say, thank you very much anyway. And as we say, well, culture gives us a lot of things that how we can think, we feel, what we value, what we don't value, what we make important. And that's the mental health also. If you make important something, it's important for you. But if we think negatively, that's what they say, yes, you can, it's imminent that we think sometimes. We don't always think positively. But it's good that you understand that what you are doing is not sometimes positive. What you are doing is sometimes is not the truth. What you are doing is not sometimes what the norms are, accepting. It is acceptable or it's not acceptable. So, for instance, if I am behaving something that's against the law, and I think it's right, then I have to think of that. Otherwise, it could take me to do something that's not good or that's against the laws or the morality. And that is what mental health is mostly about. In general, they say, for example, human beings have different cultures, different explanations for emotional stress. Some of them see mental health through spiritual. I wanted the Quran only, for instance. I wanted the Sheikh only. It's okay. But sometimes if if that can't help you, then you need to see other avenues, okay, other ways. Some cultures, they use medicine, they use psychotherapy, they see the doctors. So it's not app, and it's not, the other side. Both, I'm not saying both are not good. It's good, but still we have to get help. If I can't get help this side, it's okay to explore the other side. See which one or what works for me. If this didn't work for me, this might work for me. So we try. But if you say, okay, mental health, because of the stigma, mental health, if you have a mental health, you are not good. You are against the Quran or the religion. No, I don't think so. I'm not saying I'm telling the truth, but I think, because based on my experience, I have seen that the Quran works for some people, or Quran leads you to get the proper proper way, the best way to get help. So it's okay, but it's not also okay to close all the other doors. I pray Allah, I will pray the Salat, but I also pray Allah to show me the right path. The right path, there could be the doctors, the medication, okay, the psychotherapy, the talk therapy. Now, I know that the reason why I'm saying, because I have seen some people were not comfortable or are not comfortable to talk even the mental health. I have seen some people who think it's shameful. I met other people who say that, okay, I'm mentally ill, but it's okay, I need help, just like I need the physical illness. There's no difference. Both are from Allah or from our nafs, whatever we can say. But still, both of it, whether it's physical illness or whether it's mental illness, it's the same. We need help, and we have to seek help. Yes, some of us are afraid to seek help when it's mental health. I have seen that. But that's not the right way. What we can do is, yes, there could be a question, how can you help when the person is not in a state or that he or she can get the help that she needs? I don't know. I can't say all the answers. I can't say. But what I can say is, based on my experience, we try to establish trust between the professionals and the people. If the person, we have seen that people don't trust us for a time. It takes time. The engagement takes time. They don't trust us as a professionals, but we still show them that we are there for them. We show our empathy to them, we show that we are not saying, okay, you don't need help. Yes, we can't help people unless they show readiness. But still you have to be there. If there is no possibility, other possibility, which could be the last resort, then there is what we use. We use Form 2. we go to the Justice of Peace. You know Mahmoud Ilmi? Mahmoud Ilmi is the judge who is now the.
Amun is his wife. She's here.
Where is he?
Amun is his wife.
Amun, okay. Great. So you can feel if you are a professional or the parent or the brother, or you can feel Form 2. The Form 2 then will help you. By the way, you have to tell the truth that he or she is hurting or in danger her self or the other people. She could be in danger if she doesn't know it's cold and she is without protection. She is around everywhere in the winter or sleeping in the winter or doesn't know how to manage her life. So when they will make you sign, then you will take it to the nearest police station. That's the last resort. And then they will ask you more description about the person, where the address is, what place that you think they are, where they visit normally where they are, or he or she. And then they have that paper will give the police 7 days to get him or her to the hospital. Okay. The doctors have also their own forms. Some of the doctors, they say, no, he's okay. We have seen that. She's okay. So they try to keep the person in the hospital and give them medication needed. And when the person becomes stable, then it's the time for psychotherapy. When the person is not stable, you can't give psychotherapy, you can't give talk therapy, you can't give counseling. Now, what I'm here is two things. One is to share you with my experience, and one to discuss with you about the awareness that most of you know, the awareness needed. For example, if the person is depression, in a depression situation manner, they say that person is thinking about the past. He's more focused, or she is more focused in her past, something that had happened in the past time, in her past time or his past. If the person is anxious, anxiety, they say they are thinking, that person is thinking about the future. There is a fear about the future, what it will be, how that will be, what can I do that? This is not something that I can hold or handle. If the person is at peace, like we are now, that person is in the present. Are you thinking anything now? Are you any afraid or any fear now? No, because you are in the present time. So they always, according to the mental health professionals, they advise that you are in the present. Be present, not in the past. You don't know. Yesterday is gone, okay? It's not coming back. Tomorrow, it's not yet. Now is now. Now or never, they say sometimes. Now is the time that we have to think. In the hadith, you know that hadith, I'm not a good scholar, but there is a hadith that says, if the person has something to eat today, and is safe, and has a home, that's what they talked, shelter, food, shelter, and security. If you have, then the whole world is for you. Don't think about tomorrow. Now you are good. So think about now. The other thing is the hope. Yesterday's problems, what caused the depression, and the future problems that we are thinking, which causes the anxiety, There is also I'm not a scholar, but it was about something like إن الذين قالوا ربنا الله ثم استقاموا تتنزل عليهم الملائكة أن لا تحزنوا أن لا تخافوا ولا تحزنوا. So this خوف means, for instance, if we are Islam, we are thinking what we did in the past sometimes. And because in Akhirah, that past will be accounted. But if you are one of the إن الذين آمنوا لا تخافوا لا تخافوا. And it's very easy for Islam, for instance, that you repent, tawbah, make a tawbah. And the future also, if we are thinking of the future, what would I be in the hell or in the Jannah? That is, the ayah tells, وَلَا تَحْزُنُوا. So what I'm here, with the connection here is, if you are a Muslim, you have a hope. Always there is a hope. Allah gave us a chance to repent, and gave us, you have also a chance to make your future good and not cut out of the circle of Islam, of the Muslim. Now, there is another thing that I saw based on my experience. We don't share our problems. We keep quiet because of the stigma. We are silent. And that silence makes us become alone, makes us delay the cure or the care that we needed. That is also, there's an ayah, if you remember, when Allah wanted to told the Malaika that He wanted to create Adam, the Malaika asked him. They asked him, "Oh Allah, do you want those people to make the country, the earth, to hurt the earth and the people and to make blood everywhere?" And he said, "Inni a'lamu ma la ta'lamun." Then Allah explains to the Malaika. However, the Iblis, the devil who was there, he didn't ask anything. He didn't share what he has in mind, and he just had his own decision. And you remember what you can understand now, the difference between the two decisions. The Malaika shared it, and they got what they want. They didn't decide alone. And the devil decided alone. That means we can take from there, we can get, or we can have an understanding that if we share, it's solved. It's problem shared, problem solved. If you don't share, we probably may get a bad decision. Right. So what I would conclude is, please let us share our problems with those we love, those we trust, those whether they are parents, whether they are brothers, whether they are sisters, whether they are teachers, social workers, whoever there you think can help, share please with your problems. That is what can I say, and I want to conclude. Thank you very much.